How's it going? My name's Ryan Kenny. This is nutritional neuroscience, and my topic today is the effect of omega-3 fatty acids in bipolar disorder. Um, this interests me because I know people personally who have struggled with this type of disorder and who have used medicines that were not effective. So looking at omega-3 as a alternative medicine is very interesting to me. The first article I will be looking at today is Omega-3 Fatty Acids in Bipolar Disorder, a review by A.L. Stoll, C.A. Loke, L.B. Mara Angel, and W. Severus. This was done at McLean Hospital in Belmont, Mass. This looked at the comparison of omega-3 and the difference to medications such as antipsychotics and lithium. It also was a double-blind experiment where one group was given 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 daily, and the other group was given a placebo. And this showed through the experiment that there was a positive correlation with the omega-3, as we see in this picture right here, that people in the placebo, they started at 16 and they went down to 6, and omega-3, they started with 14 and they only went down to 12. So there's a dramatic difference there, and also a dramatic difference between the 9 out of 14 people who were taking the omega-3 responding to the treatment, rather than only 3 of the 16 of the placebo responding to the treatment. So here we see that the omega-3 clearly has a positive correlation to helping depression. Now I'll be looking at the manic side of the bipolar disorder through this article. This article was done in an Iranian psychiatric hospital, and is called "The Effects of Omega-3 Supplement in the Treatment of Patients with Bipolar 1 Disorder." The writers are Jalal Shakiri, Mariam Kaniji, Sanobar Golshani, Vahid Farnia, Faiz Tatari, Mostafa Ali Khani, Rohij Nouripur, and Mohammed Sahid Jezelbash. The purpose of this study was to look at mania and the correlation of omega-3, and it showed a double blind experiment again, comparing to olive oil, but this was given 10,000 milligrams of omega-3 this time versus 1,000 in the last experiment. And this showed a dramatic reduction in mania in people with bipolar disorder. As we can see here in this group, the number of the mania went from 23.5 to 10.6 in the experimental group, compared to the control group, which was 23.7 to 20.12. So here we see that omega-3 has a very big influence in mania and containing mania in bipolar disorder. This interests me and relates to me because I think that it's very important to stay at a level balance and not let the ups get you too up and the downs get you too down. So it's interesting to see omega-3 can kind of even and level that out. The last one compared omega-3 through natural intake, not through supplementation, unlike the first two experiments. So this was through fish intake, and this was throughout the world. It's called Omega-3 Fatty Acids and Depression, Scientific Evidence and Biological Mechanisms. And it was done by Giuseppe Grosso, Fabio Galvano, Stefano Marvintano, Michelle Malguanera, Claudio Bucolo, Filippo Drago. And the purpose of this study was to compare different parts of the world and the fish intake to unipolar and bipolar disorder. And in this picture, we can see that the United States, for being a high-income nation compared to other high-income nations, such as Japan, has a lot more depression and a lot less omega-3 intake. So it's interesting to see how the intake of omega-3 correlates to less depression. And even in South America, there's more omega-3 intake and has less depression than a high-income nation of the United States. So I found this very interesting. And the purpose was to compare the different parts of the world, and the results showed how the United States lacks, because of the technological advances. We don't eat like we did 200 years ago, so we lose omega-3 in our diet. So this really related to me because I personally know people with this disorder, that medicine hasn't worked well for, and I think that food is a great treatment, and it can definitely have positive effect in people, especially in a disorder that can affect your eat hunger levels, such as making you too hungry or making you not enough hungry. I think the omega-3 really gives it a good balance and can control both sides, the manic and the depression of the bipolar disorder. So it's very interesting, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening. So thank you for your time.